that's what it takes to go through the deliberation process. Now let's bring this all together. I've just opened this up in two windows so I can see the business end of the decision and then this my deliberation. So I'm just working from the bottom, and I'll start fleshing out what my rationale is. What advice would I give a friend? It's basically leaning me towards doing an initial indie release date. So, what advice would advise a friend that they go download first and reassess in March? Ruling out audible. And so in terms of the higher order effects and what would I bet? So it looks like the Gumroad release, it just pretty much has higher upside in that I'm able to take advantage of the time of the year, but also that there's very low downside in that it's not really locking me into anything. There is the danger that I might incur some reputation risk by not having an audible release, but I feel like I'm mitigating that by saying, hey, if you want an audible release, just tell me and I'll put one out if there's enough demand. So high upside and low downside. So high upside from the high upside, capitalizing on time of year, Christmas, New Year's. Low downside, small risk of reputation, affected lowered reputation, but mitigated by offering audible release as an option with enough demand. Yeah, so the luck thought experiment is telling me take advantage of the prestige and reputation. I don't know why this page is jumping around so much. Maybe it's because of cursor, isn't it? Ah, there you go. So take advantage of the prestige and reputation of Audible, but unaware of how challenging relationship with Audible can potentially be. It might be the case that I just got unlucky. We'll see. And then listening to my gut, if I flipped a coin, I was hoping it would tell me to not publish on Audible. So the coin tells me not publish on Audible, possibly burnt by the release of the Kindle version. So in terms of the is it worth considering part, this part can sometimes contribute to the rationale. However, it's more like a preliminary, hey, is it even worth doing this process? And we agreed. And so we kind of found in the beginning that, yeah, it is worth thinking about because there's a certain level, there's probably a medium level of impact, and there's a medium to high level of reversibility. So yeah, it was worth considering. A lot of the aspects explored in this tool probably addressed in more detail in the other tools. If I look at the option shortlist now fleshed out by the outputs of the different tools and perspectives, the most attractive option for me is the Indie Gumroad initial release and then reassessing publishing on Audible later. So that was kind of where I was leaning before I did this decision. So I'll just paste that there. And so that's the first part of the decision-making process. The second part is actually to get a good night's sleep so your brain can reset and join all the dots in the background. And then with a fresh set of eyes, look at the rationale and see whether it still makes sense. So I'm going to do that, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, you may also enjoy this playlist.
Here, I break down my entire decision-making process. To make it concrete, I use my decision on whether to publish on Audible as an example. Just click here to view the playlist, or click here to skip to the meat of how I make the decision. Thanks for watching, and here's to living with less anxiety and fewer regrets.